So I wanted to make a video, well, an updated video in regards to the whole Jasmine case with Dominique Williams and the alleged rape case. A lot of y'all were like, where's the update? So I wanted to come and make a video because y'all, I found and ran across a YouTuber who made man, when I tell you, she made the perfect video of exactly how I felt, exactly a lot of questions that I was asking after I seen the pre-trial. And oh my gosh, I have to shout her out, which I'm also going to shout, I'm going to put her stuff below so you can actually check out her video, even though I am going to put her video as well inside of this video. But her name is Crystal. Shout out to her. Again, I'm gonna put her information down below, but she literally broke it down. It's a 26-minute video. She broke it down as far as just a lot of different questions that came about with the Jasmine pre-trial, which you know, I think a lot of people didn't even catch on really like what it was that they were watching. Oh my gosh, I have to commend her. I know I keep saying it, but I have to really commend her, like for real, because when I watched that pre-trial, I was like, oh my God, they are really taking this as a game. Like the lead detective on the case, I did not like her mannerisms. I didn't like her body language. I didn't like the smirks, the laughing, and the guessos, and you know, really just not being direct with what it is that she's seen and what it is or why it is that, you know, Dominique Williams is currently, you know, jailed up right now, right? And whose life is technically on the line. Like you're facing time based off of a situation that an assault or a sodomy or alleged rape that happened inside of a nightclub, and you're as a lead detective, you have a man on trial for his life and a woman who is to be the victim, and your information, you know, it's not adequate, it's not direct, it's a lot of there's a lot of stuff that's off with it. You know, she even admits on the actual camera, I mean, not even on the camera, but on the pre-trial, what that was recorded on the camera, she admitted on the actual pre-trial itself that, you know, I didn't watch all of the videos. You know, I just seen the Facebook of, you know, video for Jasmine, and then she goes to say like a lot of different things as far as, you know, what it is that she's seen. But one thing that she did state is that she didn't see an assault on any of the videos that she's seen, which it was just 3 videos, even though the nightclub has handed her over footage and she has not yet seen the footage as an actual lead investigator. And then she goes to say a lot of different things that's questionable. She says that Jasmine, you know, arrived at the club at 10:50, but Jasmine went live inside of the club at 10:12, you know, which is crazy. You know, also it's like she was on stage and like smirking as like, oh well, this ain't me, you know, this ain't my life on the line, I don't have to really worry about it. I really like Dominique's lawyer. I'm not gonna lie to you all. I like the questions that she was asking. I know a lot of people was like, she's doing the most, she's extra, like she's just trying to throw it off. But no, she was asking legitimate questions that, you know, needed to be asked, which was, you know, as a lead detective, you know, tell me what it is that you were seeing. How were they dancing, you know? And there's a lot of different things that just does not make sense. You know, I still don't understand how they go from, you know, an alleged rape to now it's a case with, we're talking about fingers in a butt. If you really think about that, fingers in a butt. I know that's really direct and blunt. If you really think about that, you know, as a man and then as a woman, who is really rushing to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. You know, I'll keep that to myself. But at the same time, it's like, I don't think that anybody's paying attention. She's saying that there was so much, she was saying that there are so many cameras in there, but she hasn't seen an assault on camera. But yet, again, the internet has put this man in jail as well as Jasmine, because she said that this is just what Jasmine told her. That reason why he's in jail is because this is what Jasmine told her, which means only one story, only one side, and a person who actually has a lot of different holes in her actual story and what she had going on. Then like it just doesn't make sense. Like you know, like I told y'all, I said Jasmine was dancing with more than, you know, she was dancing with more than one person. The Caucasian man that kept on saying ass and titties, like she was dancing with him as well, like hey, or whatever. So it's like, okay, how as a detective did you not see that? But you stated that you seen Jasmine's live videos. If you seen Jasmine live videos, that means you seen all of her live videos, which were there were like 4 to 5 live videos. So that means that you seen all of them. But you say that you only seen 10 minutes of a video when it's more time than, and it's way more time than 10 minutes. Like Jasmine literally had 15-minute videos, 10-minute videos, 26-minute videos. Like, as a lead detective, you don't think it's crucial that you should like really watch everything that you're watching, because you have somebody's lives on the line, you know, and then we never know as if this is really something that, you know, if he's just such a creep or such this predator, you know. We need to make sure that he, you know, either he's off the streets as well, but we also need to make stuff, it needs to make sense, you know. It needs to make sense, because this is we're talking about life. We're talking about somebody's life here. And as a lead detective, I don't think that she's really, I don't think that this case, I don't know. It's weird. That's really why I didn't want to make an update, because I knew that it was going to be more so of, you know, it's not really borderline. It's really what it is that to me, what I seen in the live videos. I told y'all, I didn't see an assault in the live videos. Everybody was like, okay, well, you know, he spit in his hands. I don't know. You know, I seen where y'all were trying to say that he did that, but I really can't, I don't know what exactly, you know what I'm saying, the assault that took place. But you know, from Jasmine's story and Jasmine's lawyer's story was like, okay, we're not even fighting for any of the videos that's inside of the club. So it's like, okay, if we're not fighting for any of the videos that's inside of the club, but we're steady talking about the videos inside of the club, and the inside of the club videos is what has this man locked up, then, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what really makes sense with this? You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if y'all get it, but like, that doesn't make sense to me. You feel what I'm saying? And then even the detective said, even outside, she seen the footage of when they went to the patio outside, and she said it still wasn't an assault. But yet, what's going on? But the key point is that this lady said that the club, the dance floor, was not even a lot of people on there, but yet this club is packed, and they're going after security because there wasn't enough security to secure the club and people in the club and what they were doing. But it was so packed because it was August Alsina on another side, but the detective said the club wasn't packed. So was it packed? Was it wasn't packed? Was it packed? Like, what's going on? You know, I think there's some legitimate questions, and I'm about to show y'all in the next video. Again, shout out to Crystal. Y'all make sure y'all show her some love. Like, subscribe, comment to her channel, whatever y'all got to do, all that great stuff, but show her some love. I am again, this is her video. This is not my video. She literally put everything together, but I could not have said it any more better. I kid you not. Like, these points that she made, this is exactly how I felt. This is exactly how I felt. And girl, you put it together. You put it together, and I think it's key. And I do think that you should also, you know, probably submit this information in, because it is important. Because, you know, or if they don't think it's important, they need to at least have the detective do her job a little bit better, or get somebody else on the case. Because right now, it still doesn't make sense. There's still a lot of things that just doesn't make sense, and we can't make it make sense because it just doesn't make sense, okay? But y'all check out the video and tell me what y'all.
You actually see on the video my client assaulting Miss Eiland?
No, not on the video.
To date, has anybody told you that my client assaulted Miss Eiland?
Miss Morning herself
Okay.
has told me.
Any of the witnesses standing around her, have they mentioned to you that my client assaulted Miss Eiland?
No.
Hey guys, it's your girl Crystal Nicole. So you guys know I promised you a video on the lead SVU detective who is investigating the complaint from Jasmine Eiland against Dominique Williams of the alleged assault that occurred at Club Opera. So the video has been made, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing that I want to go over is what was the probable cause for Dominique's arrest. Did the detective have any good probable cause to arrest Dominique? Now, since Jasmine did make a complaint to the detective saying that she was indeed assaulted on the dance floor, we do have a complaint and we do have a victim. So I guess we can call that probable cause enough to even make an arrest. But did they have any actual evidence to back up this complaint?
And at this point, have you received the medical records for the victim as it relates to her visit to the hospital?
I have not obtained them yet.
So obviously a rape kit was done, but there was no penetration found. So now they're just waiting on the results of any possible DNA that could have been found on Jasmine's body, and those results are not back yet. So what about a toxicology report to prove that Jasmine was indeed drugged like her and her friends claimed?
And has any toxicology report been done?
She did give 7 tubes of blood and urine. We have not received the report back on that yet.
Okay, so as of right now, they do not have the DNA results back. They have not got the toxicology report back. And even though Jasmine did a rape kit, there was no penetration found, so they could not charge him with rape. So the only thing that they were left with was a complaint from Jasmine claiming that he put his fingers in her booty hole on the dance floor. So with that, they went ahead and just charged him with aggravated sodomy.
Okay. And where's Ms. Eiland describing that this alleged assault occurred?
She said on the dance floor, and then she doesn't remember after that.
And when she says on the dance floor, what exactly is she saying occurred?
She said it felt like the suspect's fingers were in her anus.
So we've already gone through the 2 dance floor scenarios. While she's screaming for 2 minutes saying, "Help me," his hands aren't seen assaulting her. They're pretty much in front of her body almost the entire time she's screaming help. Even Vanna is touching her and talking to her at this point, and she never asks Vanna for help once. The second video with the alleged second assault we're seeing, we already saw where his hand went, which is on her hip. Yet the lead detective plus multiple others can't seem to see this, and it's one of the major clips her and the lawyers for Jasmine used to prove he assaulted her. This picture excludes this assault as a possibility though.
In the video, do you ever see any part of my client's genitals or any part of his lower half of his body?
No, but you do see on Shartanya's video, his hand, he's holding her with his right arm, and then his hand goes to his mouth, and then his hand disappears in the back. Couldn't see what happened, where his hand went, but
But you couldn't see it at any point where his hands went?
no.
Okay.
His hand disappears.
Got it. Okay.
So now all we are left with is the patio scene.
It was captured that the defendant was walking out of the patio with Miss Morning.
And when you say walking out, walking out,
Back onto the dance floor.
okay, so, go ahead.
Okay. So the video from Miss Shartanya Brady shows the defendant carrying Miss Morning to the side, which is where the patio is. Now the other part of the video that Miss Morning had on Facebook Live shows that they went into the patio and it was quiet in there. No one else was in there. And the video then reiterates her saying, "No, stop. Please don't do this to me." And then the surveillance camera shows them walking out a short time later.
Okay, so I want to make sure I understand this. There's 3 different videos that were
She has her Facebook Live video.
when you say she,
Miss Morning, the victim,
Okay.
yes, has her Facebook Live video. Then Miss Brady's video, which is another viewpoint from her phone, showing the defendant carrying her off the dance floor. And then the surveillance cameras showing them re-entering the dance floor from the patio.
okay, so from Ms. Eiland's video, that video shows them dancing?
Shows them dancing, and then it's she's moving. You see her hair. You don't see much of anything, just her moaning, saying no. And then they go into a separate room and it's silent, so you could clearly hear them.
Okay.
He's saying, just sit down, and she's saying, "Please don't do this to me, please."
Okay.
Sit down.
Okay. No.
So see, even the detective heard Dominique telling Jasmine to sit down. And right after that, Jasmine says, okay, repeatedly. And then she goes right into her nose, help me's, and don't do that to me. Where Dominique immediately says, baby, okay. Obviously telling her he's stopping whatever she didn't want him doing. At this time, this is when Dominique says he tried to make her sit down and chill, and she wanted to get back up and party. So this could explain her saying no and don't do that to me, because he was trying to stop her from going back onto the dance floor. And just like the detective said, they are seen just a short while later re-entering the dance floor together, where Jasmine continues dancing with Dominique. She meets up with J-Boog. She joins a twerking contest where both Dominique and J-Boog tried to keep her from going on stage. But J-Boog conveniently left that part out and turned him into a villain. Now, other witnesses, like Miss Reeves, can attest to the fact that J-Boog was lying about her encounter with Dominique, because Mrs. Reeves was with them all after Jasmine got off of stage for the twerk contest.
It's in my inbox. She said, I told her I'm on the right side. She said she on the left. And I said, okay, I was looking for it. I said, I still don't see you type shit. So then she walked over there with the dude behind her. So then after that, it was a twerk contest on stage. She get on stage. She got in the twerk contest. She went to the second round. That's on my Snapchat. Dancing and shit. So he recorded her, and it was real creepy because her skirt just kept coming up. He like, yeah, I'm put on World Star. I'm standing by him.
World Star.
Hey, what is going on? It's him. I'm glad you got it. Then if he walked away, this before August I seen it came out. We still there chilling. So she what the fuck she do? August I seen it finna come out. Dude and walked away. She was like, thank you so much.
Now, this is when Mrs. Ayers Reeves steps into the picture, okay? Ayers saw them on the left side of the stage after they had returned from the so-called patio area. So she was around them when Jasmine was getting ready to get on stage to twerk. She was there when Dominique and J-Boog was trying to stop Jasmine from getting on the stage to twerk. She was there after Jasmine got off the stage from twerking. She was there when August Alsina got on stage. She was also there when Jasmine came right back to Dominique after August got off the stage and was dancing with him again. And J-Boog, I'm sure you definitely remember Ayers, don't you? Now, for those of you who don't know, Miss Eris is the witness that I have been in contact with who has given me her side of the story and the things that she saw, heard, and witnessed while she was there. So, of course, throughout the trial, there were some things that she was not able to mention yet because she was not asked about them. So that's a part of the story that you're going to have to wait until trial to hear. So for right now, I'm just going to play some of the clips of Eris speaking, okay?
And when did you see him approximately?
I want to say it was a little before 1 a.m.
Okay. And what point did you see Miss Eiland?
At the same time I saw Mr. Williams.
You saw them both together at the same time?
I seen them a little before 1. We left at about 3:20, so that's towards the end of the night.
Was there any interruption in which when you did see them?
Yes.
Okay, and explain to the court what you mean.
They were dancing with each other, and then there was a pause into the event, and one of the hostess of the clubs had announced they were going to do a twerk contest for $100, and so that's when Miss Eiland got a little excited, and she wanted to go in to do the twerk contest, and Mr. Williams tried to stop her from going up there, explaining that, she would expose herself to the world. She would end up being on the World Star, and she jerked away and pulled away from him and ran up on stage.
Okay.
I was with her the whole time, from her leaving the seat all the way going to the other side of the stage where her friend was at, some girl named J-Bub, standing there with her and J-Bub, and we was trying to stop her from going on the stage to embarrass herself. And she wanted to fight us and got on stage anyway and done all that crazy stuff that's on this video.
About how long did you see Mr. Williams and Miss Eiland together?
About 2 to 3 hours together.
Okay.
Now, this video that you are about to see starting at 3:04 a.m. is from Dominique's own recording of Jasmine dancing with him after August got off stage. And I just threw this in here for the hell of it, but this is a screenshot from a recording of Eris dancing with Dominique around the same time as well. So now we are finally going to get to the part where the lead SVU detective shows how she barely did any real investigation into this complaint. She basically just watched those 3 videos, took Jasmine's word for it, and pressed charges. She actually had no real probable cause or reason to arrest him besides taking Jasmine's word. So let's go ahead and get into it.
When I actually made contact with you, did I mention that I had other witnesses and information to help aid in your investigation?
Yes.
Okay. And
You advised that you wanted to meet with me. This is January 23rd to answer, and you advised you wanted to meet with me. I was off. You asked, are you willing to come in on your off days? I said no. And you said we could meet on Sunday, January 27th, 2019, but a time was not scheduled. You said you would get with your assistants to advise of the calendar and what time you could come in, and I never heard back from you.
okay, but you received the email back, right?
That email was...
Yeah, so the detective basically tried to make it seem like in this part that Dominique had said he was going to come in at first, but then he chose not to come in. That is not true. Dominique did originally talk to her and tell her that he was going to come in, but then he wanted to come in with a lawyer. And at that time, he was not in touch with Shaquelle yet. So he just gave her the time of the next day that he thought he would be able to come in, which obviously did not work for Shaquelle. So Shaquelle actually sent the detective an email trying to work out a time to meet up with her, and the detective refused to come in on her day off to even speak with her or any other witnesses that were involved with this case. That's your mistake number 1.
Okay. And how many rooms would you say are inside the club?
I don't know. maybe 6, maybe 3 downstairs, 3 upstairs. I'm just guessing. I
Well, let
can't
me ask
remember.
you this. You did go as part of your investigation to review the inside and the perimeter of the club, right?
Correct.
Okay, and so,
I wasn't focused on the other rooms as much, though. So
okay.
I just happened to notice how big it was.
You can't enter that patio from the street, right? You have to be admitted into the club.
Correct.
Okay.
I believe so.
Okay, and approximately what time did she get there?
She got there at approximately 10:50 at night.
10:50 or?
Yes.
How many security were at the club this night?
I don't know exactly.
Okay. And how many bartenders were there?
There were 2 that I know of.
For the whole night?
2 that I know of. I don't know what time they started and ended.
Did you get a chance to speak with those 2?
No, I have not yet.
Okay. Was the owner present that night at the club?
I don't know.
Were police officers present at the club that night?
There was one that I know about, yes.
Okay. Did you get a chance to speak with them?
I didn't speak with him myself, no.
Were there undercover officers present that night?
Not that I know of.
And was there a fee to enter the actual club?
I believe there was pre-sale tickets.
It was August. I seen the concert. It was $25 to get in.
Let's see what amount of capacity can actually be inside of the club.
I don't know.
Okay. And about how many patrons were there?
I don't know the exact number, but it wasn't a full dance floor.
Was it a busy night?
What would you consider busy?
Well, I'm asking you, you're the lead detective, so I'm just trying to get an idea if it's not a busy night compared to if it is. So after you've done your investigation.
Like I said, the dance floor wasn't full.
Okay.
There were just people everywhere. I don't know that-
Everywhere.
Yeah, they were
Okay,
just
okay,
dancing
that's
all
fair.
around them. Yeah.
That's their dance floor. What about the other areas of the actual club?
I'm not aware
Okay,
of if they were occupied.
okay. And did you see her dancing, grinding, or dry humping my client from the back?
I don't believe she was. I couldn't see that. Just from the angle, I just saw her face.
You showed what?
Just from the angle from her Facebook Live feed, I could just see her face at that moment and him behind her. So I don't know how she was dancing with him.
Okay, I'm gonna get it.
And did you ever see her dancing with any other men in the videos?
No.
Then Jasmine has them record her.
And I just want to go back really quickly to the dance floor. How long approximately on the videos does it show that they were dancing?
Like I said, a couple of minutes.
And how many times on the videos do you actually see them actually dancing together?
On her Facebook video,
videos that you've looked at, how many times have they been dancing? Were they dancing together that night?
It was just, I believe that one time they encountered each other. It was, I can't estimate past the amount on the video itself.
I'm sorry,
Approximately 10 minutes at most.
total for the whole night?
That's what I was told, yes, by the victim.
That's what you were told, but did you look at any videos?
The Facebook Live video,
Okay.
Chartanya's video, and then I have the surveillance video, which shows them coming out of the side patio.
Has operative
Drinking, baby.
opera giving you any videos to this point?
Yes, I have surveillance
About
of
how
that.
many videos have they given you?
It's just from, there's a couple of cameras upstairs and then a couple downstairs that actually show her just coming out that one time with him.
Got it. About how many hours of videos did you watch?
I didn't watch hours of videos. It wasn't hours.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, guys, so for those of you who may have missed the actual full court hearing, you can find it here on YouTube. You can also look it up on Google. That video is floating around. I did not play the full entire video, of course. I'm not going to do that. I just pointed out the things that I needed to point out, okay? So basically, if you guys missed any of that, in the beginning when Shaquelle was questioning the detective, she was basically just trying to find out what her responsibilities as the lead SVU investigator was, what her duties were, basically, to determine probable cause to make the arrest on Dominique. Now, as we've seen from those clips I just put together, there is about 24 things that the detective either forgot or she just didn't bother to do. The detective was extremely lazy in this case. The fact that she only watched Jasmine's live video, Vanna's video, and then one security footage out of all of the security footage that Opera gave you shows how lazy you were on this case. You did not bother to do an investigation whatsoever. It's just like you took Jasmine's word for it and boom, that's what it is. We're pressing charges because outside of what Jasmine told you, there is no actual evidence that proves that anything that she claimed actually happened. Even you yourself said that in those videos you never saw an assault. So we're all going off basically what Jasmine claimed happened. Okay, but the problem we're having is there's no evidence to back that up. She doesn't even have a single witness from the club who has come forward for her, but yet Dominique has plenty of witnesses who have come forward for him.